This is what's turning a lot of Iowans into anxious starlets. Bridges fever, that and an open cast call to play extras in the film. So what does it take to get a shot in the movies? We're here at Avant Studios in Clive to get the inside track on landing a role.
They're looking for real people, the stereotypical Iowan, someone who looks like a farmer, for instance, or a farm wife.
Mary Correll knows what casting directors want. She's had years of experience landing roles for actors and would-be. The thing to be prepared for is to wait for a long, long time.
Make a good book. There'll be probably 500 to 600 people there, I would think.
Once inside, another bit of advice.
They need to realize that they need to be themselves. Smile, firm handshake, eye contact. They should take a snapshot with them and a resume.
Chances are you won't be asked to read a script until the second callback. The first interview is with the casting director.
What you don't want to do is to say, I just want to be in a movie. That won't work. You could say, I've always wanted to get into acting, so I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to learn more about acting.
Other do's and don'ts?
You sit down with the casting director. You might want to talk about what you do, what your job is like. Don't answer questions yes or no, because they're looking for personality.
And don't forget a photo.
Aren't experienced and you do not have a talent headshot or a talent composite, you can just take a snapshot, but make sure it's smiley and it's from the shoulders up.
Michael Miner plans to try out. He thinks he's got a part nailed down.
I've been a farmer about 15 years of my life, and I'm from Iowa, so yeah, I think I fit it.
And the last word of advice, definitely read the book. In Clive, Lena Vanier, Channel 5 News.
Some good advice. If you're thinking about trying out for a part in the movie, here's what you do. A casting call will be held Tuesday and Wednesday at Roosevelt High School in Des Moines. Film officials are searching for people to fill 17 speaking roles. They're looking for boys and girls between 7 and 16 years old, and men and women from 30 to 50 and over 60 years of old. And by the way, auditions for between 100 and 200 non-speaking roles are going to be held later this month, and we'll keep you updated on that.
I think they need an ET casting call at Bridges of Madison County. That car looking apparently a little bit more excited than the others, overheating actually. How about that? Well, Hollywood needs warm bodies to fill their Bridges of Madison County movie, and they're looking to Iowa to find them. They also need old cars to line the streets of Winterset. That's why we had a casting call today, and it brought out hundreds. 2 Center 13's Stacy Farrell has the story.
We have 2 cars, this one, and then we have a 48 Kaiser that we just brought pictures of.
It's every car lover's dream come true, a chance to roll across the silver screen with their classy chassis.
It's a classy. I like it.
Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star.
They rolled in from all over the state, vying for a part of Madison County. This truck is hoping for the automotive lead, the part of Harry, a 1946 Chevy half-ton pickup truck driven by Clint Eastwood.
It's like my wife Carol said when we pulled it out of the shed yesterday, it looks like Harry. That is Harry right there.
Most people would take offense if you called their car tacky, but the owner of this 41 Chevy thinks that's exactly why her truck should be in the movie.
It was my dad's old drive-to-work pickup.
It's in pretty bad shape, but that's the way the movie makers want it. The rattier the better, they say. They want 250 cars, buses, and semis from the late 1940s through 1965. The going rate is $75 a day, but most of these enthusiasts would probably waive that fee just to have Mr. Eastwood. Stacy Farrow, News Center 13.
Now, owners of the cars should find out in about 2 weeks if their car is destined for stardom. And producers are looking for talent other than the kind on 4 wheels. They're looking for homegrown actors and actresses as well. Auditions for speaking parts will be held at the Roosevelt High School cafeteria next Tuesday and Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, directors are expecting some 2,000 movie hopefuls.
Truck that Clint Eastwood will drive in the film The Bridges of Madison County. Crews are looking for 250 vintage cars, buses, and semis for the film, and they're also looking for people. If you think you might have what it takes to be a part of
Iowans as extras. There are even some speaking parts up for open audition. If you'd like to try your hand at acting, go to Roosevelt High School tomorrow and Wednesday between 8 and 5, or you can call the Iowa Film Office at 242-4757 for more information. Now, if you get one of those roles, you may end up next to the star of the show, Clint Eastwood. And if you thought you saw the veteran actor in Central Iowa this weekend, you're right. He arrived yesterday morning and he left at 2 o'clock this afternoon. It was all pretty hush-hush, and we only found out as his plane was taking off. Eastwood, who always gets involved in every one of his films, was out scouting locations, and he will be back. As Clint Eastwood taking a stroll on the Bridges of Madison County. The veteran actor will play the roving photographer in the Bridges movie, and he was scouting locations in central Iowa this weekend. It was all very hush-hush. He'll be back this fall, though, to start shooting the movie. Eastwood, but there are plenty of others up for grabs. For example, other types of casting are running right on schedule. This weekend's search for vintage automobiles brought dozens to town. One old pickup that was here, oh, who knows, it could be this one. It'll be driven by Eastwood. It's not just authentic cars, though, they're looking for. They want authentic Iowans, too. If you have stars in your eyes, head to Roosevelt High School tomorrow or Wednesday to audition. The hours run from 8 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I suspect a lot of people are going to audition. They don't care whether they're in the movie. They just want to be near where Clint is.
Just standing next to Clint.
I hope there's air conditioning over at Roosevelt for all those hopeful movie stars.
Oh, because it sounds like our hot and...
Bring a photo as well. If you don't have a photo with you, you'll have to take that casting sheet and then mail it all in, because photos will not be taken here. No one will be hired on these next 2 days. Anyone who's got a shot at a part can expect at least 3 or 4 callbacks over the next few weeks. Also, no filming date has been set yet, but we are told that the cameras will start rolling sometime in early fall.
Jim, does anyone have an inside track on landing a part at this point?
Well, I called a local talent agent, Mary Carell from Avant Studios, to see if she had anything cooking, and she told me that last Thursday, Axotis was at her place picking up about 80 resumes and pictures from her clients. Now, she told me that she was told if they're interested at all, then those clients of hers will be contacted. So maybe a private reading in the offing for someone there, but no one has been called as yet.
Oh, thanks very much, Jim Strickland. Our coverage of the casting calls will begin bright and early tomorrow morning. Tune in to Today in Iowa with Bob Quinn and Courtney Maxwell at 6 o'clock for live reports from Roosevelt High School. 1,000 people again expected to show up for the audition.